one time I thought,
So did
it's so easy on the lake.
who was the hardest person to paddle with?
The hardest?
I'll bet you. Oh God, Kestrel. Did you ever?
Oh, Kestrel. No.
No. Who would be hard to paddle with because you want to be in the control position and they want to tell you where to go in the power position?
I don't think it's ever happened.
Really?
And
Just everybody has exceeded you to you being in control.
No, but I mean, the thing, it's not the power position. Being in the back means
No, that's not the power. That's the control position is the back, and the power is the front, where you're just adding. I'm not talking about power in the sense of. I'm talking about energy.
energy.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll call it the energy position.
Okay. I have been in the front of canoes where the person's steering did nothing but steer, leaving all of the power to the front. That's not supposed to be the way it is. The person steering is supposed to have two jobs.
Mm-hmm.
They're supposed to steer, but they're also supposed to put their back into it.
Right.
Now, sometimes that's not necessary, a placid lake and everything, and you're just doodling along. But when I've been in the front and the person in the back thinks that their only job is to steer, that's really unpleasant, because
Mm-hmm.
then I have to put all my back into it.
Mm-hmm.
But going to our beach from where the canoe is a hop, skip, and a jump.
So you and Paul don't have
It
problems
doesn't
with
matter.
that.
In the beginning, I only I steered it because, it was new to him.
Mm-hmm.
But then he's a smart guy and he can follow directions. That's a nice thing about him.
Mm-hmm.
There's no issue about, who's in charge. There's no issue whatsoever. And, I just showed him a couple of times and he's perfectly capable of steering. And then I enjoy being in the front.
Right.
Because I get to look at things
Exactly.
without a back in front of me.
Yeah. Well, that's why I sometimes like the front position, because you don't have to have any thinking about where you're going. You just steadily paddle and put energy into it.
That's okay if the back person knows what they're doing.
Exactly, but that's when I've paddled with you.
What?
When I've paddled with you, I'm always happy for you to be in the back.
Yeah, but the thing is that one time there were a couple of us standing around, and I said, well, who's going to steer? And the person who volunteered said, oh, I know how to steer. And I was dubious, and she did not know how to steer. And the very first thing we did was go cracking into the wall.
Yeah.
It was awful. She really had no idea how to steer, and she was putting it this way and that way and this way.
Oh, yeah.
And that was the only time I went into the canoe with her steering.
Yeah.
She thought she knew, but on general principle, what could be so hard about steering,